he started to gather some gold pieces by selling and buying on credit. After he made the capital, he got married. And few months later, he became one of the richest merchants of Medina. Not dealing in riba, not dealing in insurance, not dealing in bonds, not dealing in shares, trading in halal way, saying the truth, dealing in truth, and not cheating. Abdurrahman ibn Auf, may Allah be pleased with him, was fasting one day. And then they brought him the iftar. You know, after 15, 16 hours of fasting, the first thing you want to do is eat. As the food was put in front of him, he said, La ilaha illallah. I remember in Uhud, my brother Mus'ab ibn Umair, when he was martyred, we wanted to shroud him so that we could bury him, and his clothes were so short and small that if we covered his head, his legs would be exposed. And if we cover his legs, his head would be exposed, and we did not have any clothes. So the Prophet told us to put some plants over him and cover the exposed area. And Hamza ibn Abdul Muttalib, who was better than me, also this happened to him. Both of them were better than me. And look at us. He's telling himself. He's advising and reminding himself. And look at us. These people who were better than us were martyred, and they are at the side of Allah. And us, we're here in this dunya. We're enjoying our desires. We are enjoying our food. And he burst into tears, and he started crying, and he threw the food away. I don't want to eat. He's fasting. So if you remember the dead, if you always in mourning and being sad, you will never be able to live. Forgetfulness is one of the greatest blessings of Allah, because it makes us move on. Otherwise, the widowed woman the widow would never be able to taste the food. When a person dies, a relative of yours, a close relative, when they put the food, do you say, nice food, put some salt, yes, bring me the vinegar, please? You just want to finish it. You don't even taste it, because it doesn't have any taste, because of the calamity that is over you. But few days later, you forget and you go back to normal. So, I hope this answers the question.
The last question for this session is...
Nevertheless, the Prophet ﷺ, because we forget, instructed us to frequently visit the graveyards, because it reminds us of the day of judgment. So, due to our neglect, due to our daily routine, the working hours, the fast-paced of our lives, the Prophet tells us every now and then, go to the graveyards. Go and walk among these graves. Look at these great people. He was a CEO of a company. He was a VP. He was a great scholar. He was a great sportsman. They're all dead. And nothing remains except their good deeds.
What is Islamic ruling in regards to autopsy or a postmortem?
An autopsy is not permissible unless there is a legitimate reason for it. In Western countries, they do it for all people who die. And this is not permissible. If there is a criminal investigation, if there is something that is needed, yes. But if a person dies a natural death, there are no reasons to suspect anything or false play or wrongdoings. It is not important. It is irrelevant for us to know why he died, whether it's a heart attack or stroke or whatever. He died, khalas. Is there any reason for an autopsy? No, khalas. He should not be disrespected. We should not break a bone. We should not cut any flesh, because he has to be respected as a dead person.
This brings us end to this session.